Black wildebeest hunt was it was a workout from daylight to dusk, literally. We got set up in the big pan well before daylight and watched a beautiful African sunrise. Ingo, what time did you wake up this morning?
I thought I was waking up at 5 so we could leave at 6, but it was at 4 o'clock. So we went early, 1 hour too early. I'm tired.
Okay, it's Friday. It's the 7th day of our hunt here in Namibia. We've changed locations. We're hunting a big pan about a kilometer from where we've been hunting, and a lot of activity in this pan. We've had a lot of springbuck and wildebeest, and just so happens that's what we're after. We're not hunting over water this morning. We're actually hunting over mineral. And excellent location. We're in a pop-up blind, brushed in, and these guys, they brushed this blind in so well when we pulled up, I didn't even know where the blind was. So hopefully the game will do the same. We've got mineral out about 19 yards and a beautiful African sunrise coming up in the east. About 6:15, we had the black wildebeest show up on scene, and he remained there throughout the day. He never got within 100 yards of us, but also never got beyond 150 yards of us the whole day, and we could tell we were on his home turf. About 4 o'clock, I had checked on his position and saw that he had tucked 3 steps to us. I motioned to Ingo that the wildebeest was on his way and that we needed to start watching. So we watched 3 steps at a time, stop, 3 steps at a time, stop, until finally we knew that he was actually headed our way. As he came in, I knew that he got beyond a certain point of our position, he was going to wind us. So I was taking several yardage readings along the way, and I knew that if he got beyond 35 yards, that he was going to win. As he came in, I had 37 yards, and I had 35 yards, and then that's when I knew it was time to make the shot. I knew that it was a spine shot, and I needed to follow up with a second arrow. The only problem was, as he was kicking, he was giving me only a broad front end shot. So I had to wait for him to turn, and I made my second shot. Just relax. The second shot was clear that it hit major artery,
and as we sat there and watched, we knew that he was going down. Anybody that's hunted African game knows that a wildebeest is one of the toughest animals on the veldt. And as he kicked, and we thought was fading away, he kicked and got up. And as he stumbled away, I started getting a sick feeling in my belly. The wildebeest only made it about 200 yards into the brush where we thought he bedded down. Ingo went and got the trackers, and within about 30 minutes, everyone was on the scene. In hindsight, we should have gave him a little bit longer, but there are a lot of jackals on this concession, and we didn't want to risk having the jackals get to our trophy before we did. When Kenna, the tracking dog, located it, we all swarmed in, and that was a big mistake. The wildebeest saw all the action and got his adrenaline pumping. And we all know what happens when an animal gets their adrenaline pumping. All bets are off. It's total survival mode, and they will run till they're dead on their feet. And this was the case for the wildebeest. We tracked, lost track, regrouped, found spoor, found blood, and an hour and a half later, after another shot, the wildebeest was down for the count.
Oh man. We shot the animal. I went out of the blind to get radio contact, called the guys, they arrived. We put the dog on him, about 150 meters, they picked him up. We tried to put an arrow in it, didn't work. The animal started running, kept on running, the dog stayed behind him. We couldn't catch up with him, got lost. We started tracking the animal, and then Simpson saw an apparently one, and they went on, and Kenna went with us. And she picked up the blue wildebeest and we shot him right here. So it's probably an hour and a half's look that we searched for it. Massive, basic, beautiful. Okay.
He's an exceptional trophy, had huge bases, and finally, I have my black wildebeest.